I have to be frank. I'm coming to you after 2 days not in the arms of love, but after escaping an attempt on my life. That is why I could not arrive for 2 hours last night. I was unable to land where I said we needed to land. Yet even at the alternative landing site, the lights were not switched on. Then, this morning, I did not land where I was meant to land because I feared the helicopter would be fired upon, with my children on board as well.
Sensational claim by Colombian President Gustavo Petro, saying that he had survived an assassination attempt. Petro revealed that unspecified people were going to shoot him while he was traveling in a helicopter with his family. Speaking before a cabinet meeting in Monteria, Petro further revealed that the threat materialized Monday night while traveling to a city to address a severe flooding emergency. He said intelligence reports warned that the aircraft would be shot down at its intended landing site, where the lights had pointedly not been turned on, prompting a mid-air diversion. Petro said his helicopter headed out to open sea for several hours until his aircraft, with the support of the Colombian Navy, reached a different landing point and changes were made to his security plans and travel routes.
I have to be frank. I'm coming to you after 2 days not in the arms of love, but after escaping an attempt on my life. That is why I could not arrive for 2 hours last night. I was unable to land where I said we needed to land. Yet, even at the alternative landing site, the lights were not switched on. Then, this morning, I did not land where I was meant to land because I feared the helicopter would be fired upon, with my children on board as well. They want to physically harm the president, and they want to harm those of us who stand for these ideas. Their allies are not only here, they are allied with mafias. Those mafias want to drag us back into the same bloody, backward brutality we thought we had left behind in the 21st century. There should be no talk of peace on their terms or anything like that, because their profit lies in violence. Some dress here in immaculate guayaberas, others in Bogota wear the most elegant ties, but it's the same business model. Sometimes when I go to speak with Donald Trump or others, what they really want is to push Colombia back into violence. I did what I know how to do. We went out to open sea for 4 hours, and I arrived where I was not meant to arrive, but I arrived and I am here. I have also ordered that a general be removed. The police have been given a strange mission. Someone, clearly not us, gave the order to plant psychoactive substances in my car. That is connected to you, and that is why they raided your home. They also had a mission to sabotage the meeting with Donald Trump, one way or another, and several measures were already in place. All of this puts me on high alert, and this makes the situation even more serious.
The accusation came amid a spike in violence that is shaking up the election campaign 3 months before the presidential vote. The relationship between the Colombian government and the criminal group reached a breaking point last week, following Petro's high-profile meeting with U.S. President Donald Trump. Petro met Trump after months of acrimony, which dramatically escalated after U.S. forces captured Venezuelan leader Nicolas Maduro.
That's why events are important. I find it very positive that this morning's meeting ended with an optimistic and positive atmosphere. And that's why we looked at how to reactivate Venezuela, not just how to sympathize with what happened in Venezuela, which is serious, but how a reactivation of Venezuela could occur with the help of Colombia on its border, in its western border, northeastern for us. What is the role of the United States there, if not to lift sanctions, for example?
Petro attributed the plot to a new drug trafficking cartel that he said has targeted him since his inauguration in August 2022. This is not the first time Petro has reported such an attempt. Petro, the South American country's first-ever leftist president, had reported another alleged attempt on his life in 2024. A similar alleged plot prevented him from attending the traditional July 20 military parade.
Meanwhile, at least 7 suspected members of Colombia's National Liberation Army guerrilla group were killed on February 4th in a military offensive in the country's volatile northeast near the Venezuelan border. The Colombian army described the operation in the Catatumbo region as high precision. The Catatumbo region has seen frequent clashes between ELN units and the 33rd Front, a dissident faction of the now-defunct Revolutionary Armed Forces of Colombia, or FARC, as the groups battle for control of a strategic area used for coca cultivation.
We can confirm the neutralization of 7 members of the North Oriental War Front insurgent armed group. Additionally, 1 member was captured, along with the seizure of abundant war material, 15 long weapons, 5 short weapons, more than 2,000 rounds of ammunition, 250 kilos of explosives, the jamming and destruction of drones, and more than 200 grenades.
Times of India videos, your daily dose of India and the world. Global news, different views, and sharp analysis.
Pressure of expectation from your fans, your supporters.
That is often served as a backdrop for several Bollywood.
You're not a brute majority anymore. If you individually take out their right.
Making sense of global conflicts. Tracking the new emerging world order.
Strike on Israeli military bases.
A multi-pronged.
To stay out of harm's way as Israel started bombing targets across.
Understanding changing alliances in a polarized world. Tune into TOI videos for all this and more. Click on the bell icon to subscribe and never miss an update.